Hey there, fellow art nerds, and it's a little strange tonight. It's a little different. Welcome to the Pen Clique, yeah, normal like that. If you saw the poster with all the missing, it's just strange this month. We've had these weird visitations, I guess, like the whole clique. I don't know what's going on. And the guys, I think it was the Boogeyman. I don't know. It's very strange. I think the Boogeyman's real. I think he abducted all of us, and the guys have been trying to put down on paper exactly what took us. And since I can't draw, I'm just gonna have to try to figure out from their drawings which one grabbed me. So please guys, join me, and I will do introductions different tonight because I'm just really freaked out being here by myself on screen.
I'm really laughing because of Scott. This is gonna be a great episode, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely different formula tonight.
Believe it or not, all the drawings look just like Scott. Anyway, in reality, back to the
guy.
I am your host, Deanna. My co-host, Mr. Gary Bedell.
Hello.
We're all weird all the time anyway, but around Halloween, it's just too much fun. Everything's different. Everything's spooky and wonderful. If you're new to the Pen Clique, thanks for joining us. This is an online art show. We meet up once a month, September through April, and there's a prompt. And these amazing, talented illustration artists draw for you guys. Different clique every month. We were starting to see some new faces. Yeah, I didn't write down a script other than that, so.
It's okay. You just got back from vacation.
Flu.
Yes, she got sick on her vacation.
Yeah.
And twisted my foot.
And twisted her foot. So
and fought a jellyfish.
Yeah.
No.
So you're Deanna Powell of Playco Games, is that right?
Yes, it's funny that you said that because the Iron Man, we were there the last day of the Iron Man, the big giant Iron Man competition, and we met a man that got stung by a jellyfish and finished the race.
Oy.
Oh.
He was sick and he was angry that his time was slow. Anyway, that doesn't matter. No.
But he got stung by a jellyfish.
On the neck.
I mean,
On the neck.
I
Oh
don't
shit.
know if that's the thing. I don't know if those other things are the things I'd be the most upset about.
Exactly. But he had been I mean, I guess this was the finals. So he was angry that he didn't do better, but man lived. And
Jellyfish.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Another creepy thing we should draw next year. But let me introduce the clique. I already mentioned my co-host, Mr. Gary Bedell.
Hello.
I've got Nate Howard with us tonight. Adam McLaughlin. Cliff Gamble. I didn't have my cheat sheet up and I remembered. We've got Scott Davis back. He was on the tattoo episode last year. And new with us tonight, brand new clickers, we have got Mr. Marco DeFijo.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
That's close. You say it.
Yeah, let's go. DeFijo.
DeFijo. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. And we've
That's
got we've got Mr. Kelly Williams.
Hi.
All right,
Hello,
everybody. We're gonna get into the art quicker than usual, hopefully tonight. I would like to shout out to our sponsors, Clever Kaiju, of course, that brings us these wonderful artists. Playco Games is the company that I co-own, so we're sponsoring because I'm here. Let me see. We've got VisionCon, Pop Culture Convention, right here in Springfield, Missouri, and we've got Tremendicon Creators Convention right here in Springfield, Missouri. All of our sponsors.
Tremendo.
Which both have changed dates, I believe, and we can mention that later.
Yeah, we'll have all the dates for you guys. We'll have little shout outs throughout or at the end or whatever ends up happening. Let me see. We did sponsors this month. I kind of led up to it. They drew the Boogeyman.
Oh, Isaac's here, by the way. He's trying to
Isaac's
sneak
in. Okay.
He's trying to sneak in, ladies and gentlemen. Give him hell.
All right, we're letting in Mr. Isaac Crawford. We'll just all stare at him when he gets here. There he is. Right at the end of introductions. If you can hear me, give a wave, Isaac. I don't think you can hear me yet.
Oh,
his audio doesn't know.
I'm here.
Yay,
there's Mr. Isaac Crawford. We just did introductions. We just told everybody you guys are drawing Boogeyman. We told about sponsors.
Great.
Oh, the rule is Gary doesn't go first and Gary doesn't go last because we humored him season 1 and it just stuck.
It just stuck. I just said it like
No.
We gave him an inch and he took a mile.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving with this whole turkey and gravy, and you're not gonna do anything. All right, bye.
So, oh, Miss Haley Codling is going to. It is Codling, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I say both in my head every single time I say her name now.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've known her for so long now. She might be joining us later. Maybe yes, maybe no, but we do have her art. So you will get to see her creepy, wonderful piece of Boogeyman. So let's see. Tonight, do I have a volunteer to go first before I just start picking names? I know a couple of you look like you're still drawing.
Am I what? I'm not drawing anymore.
No, he's his is in the server now.
Okay.
Gary's off.
Well, Scott, now that your mouth's open or your mouth's full, do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, but you'll have to share it.
I will. I didn't do the Boogeyman. I did the Boogier Man, and it's just a giant snot with band-aids and like a little paper clip sticking out of his boogies.
That's cute.
I got attacked by the Boogier Man.
Guys, we should have been way more careful about how we spelled Boogeyman.
I'm still washing this shit off.
Let me share it, and I'll share the full screen version. Just let me turn on my screen sharing.
Got little nose hairs sticking out everywhere.
Yeah, it's in there, right?
It is.
So there's my 10-minute sketch in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, when we all logged on or before the show, Scott just started drawing.
Yeah.
Give me permission to share, and
Absolutely, share away. Now, if I see this on like any comic books or anything like that, I'm going to do copyright infringement suits.
Oh, yikes. Okay, well, here's the thing.
That's my gig is the Boogier.
I do not see how to do that.
Okay. Well, then
normally it's just automatic.
Can you screen share the drive then?
Excuse me. I can, but everybody else is going to need that screen share. Oh, multiple participants. Let's see. Did that help?
Okay, here we go.
Yay. We make it to year 20. Maybe I'll know how to work this Zoom.
Damn, I haven't even smoked any weed and I look stoned in this.
I'm
like, what's up, bro? I'm gonna go do this outside while I smoke some crack. I mean, my cigarette.
So, Nate, are you able to share?
Yeah, I will here.
Nate looks so focused. He hasn't looked at the screen yet. Look at his eyes.
Nate's in charge of everything technical tonight.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
it's
Tony Stark of the group.
He has made it possible for us to stream live on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time, I believe.
What? Okay,
There it is.
there it is. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. At least she's got one tooth.
The Band-Aid, man.
I know, in the paper clip.
I don't know why it just screams like cracked magazine to me.
This is the stuff that goes through my head. I'm sorry, I'm broken. You should see my tattoos. They're really bad.
What's funny though is like, for those who aren't familiar with Scott's work, he does like everything, by the way, and it's just really funny to see him do like something like this, because it's more like not what he does, but it's still like
Yeah, 'cause this
hilarious.
is-
I love it.
Not my
Love
forte at all, dude. If you give me a portrait and some realism, I'm down. This
I
is,
love this. It's fun.
that's not even. I should take a picture of the other one. The other one's even better now that I've done in the last 10 minutes.
Dude, like,
What? Show us.
yeah,
I did. I showed it to you guys. It's not the same.
Oh,
those two
I
different
told him if he
drawings?
had to, he could just like wipe a booger on a sheet and take a picture of it.
Oh god. There's too many on
And he
there
told me
already.
I was
I'm ready for
immature.
that. Let's do that.
Yeah, see?
now, Scott, I'm curious.
I'll send this one to you, Nate.
It is adorable though.
I'm curious. I immediately
Agreed.
imagined green, but what color would he be if he were colored, do you think?
Oh, all sorts of like dirty colors, browns and greens and like baby shit yellow. It'd be
A little
terrible.
bit of red streaks, I guess.
Ew.
It looks like he's having fun doing it though, right?
It looks like a toy that your mom would want you to have in the 80s. That's
I
what he
had
looks
Oh,
one
like.
yeah,
in the
yeah.
80s.
Like something
I
that has
realized it was
slime
my
in
own
it.
booger.
It also looks like a dog's toy.
Yeah.
It's the shit emoji.
Oh yeah.
This is great though.
Very nice. Very
Oh
nice.
my gosh. This is so embarrassing. All right, there you go. I sent the revised version. 10-minute revision. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. I'm so tired. Mm.
Well, that was a great start, actually.
Just need some tequila, man. We're
I'm
good to go.
good. Yeah.
This is a perfect example of how people interpret words so differently.
Oh yeah.
You guys are bound to see anything tonight.
Oh, you should come to the tattoo shop. Holy crap.
Yeah.
It gets really weird in my shop.
Oh, you know what I want? I want to see somebody come into your shop tomorrow and ask for your boogeyman.
You know what? I'd tattoo that on somebody. I'd sharpen it up and do it. For sure.
That's- It would be fun.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
Yeah.
Anybody
Tonight.
want to come in that's watching the show, I will do that tattoo for free if they get it.
You heard it here tonight, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
you go.
You guys better jump on
And it'll be
that.
far more
Boogeyman.
detailed and gross than.
Oh, it's gonna be
I
all
hope like 10 people show up tomorrow.
Yeah, just lined out the back door.
Yeah, I'll have to make an appointment.
Yep.
All right. Well, are we ready for our next victim or
Sacrifice.
artist? Let me see. Cliff, you're technically not a newbie anymore since you joined us last month. So you want to go next?
Sure, I can go. All right. So, quick background with this one. I was looking up, ideas for boogeymen and came across a thing that talked about how most boogeymen have in common. It's a creature that comes to punish children for some transgression, right? So I was trying to think of my own children and what kind of transgressions they commit. And this guy showed up and he wouldn't go away.
So you were thinking like the boogeyman.
Yeah,
more
so
like
it's you. You're the boogeyman. Sorry, I buried the lead.
So this guy shows up.
Oh.
There he is. And it's hiding.
Oh my goodness. Look at him. It's so cute.
So what he does is he sneaks into your house and steals all the clothes that you leave on the floor, and occasionally puts them on.
Dude, that's a parent's best friend.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
If he picks up the clothes.
But does he bring them back?
No.
No. He
Better
likes the
than
sock.
all
That's why you only get one.
Oh,
His
wow.
nose is so large. Is he sniffing out the clothes?
Yeah, kind of. I
He's
did some
cute.
sketches with him picking boogers out of the thing. So
Put the whole hand in there.
I like this boogeyman. Like, I'd be cool with him. Like, yeah, man. Pick up my undies. Thank you.
Friendly boogeyman. Do my laundry.
Do my laundry. You better
I
not eat
love
that
the
sock.
flit.
Now go fix me a sandwich.
I don't know.
love
I'd be creeped out if he came out of my closet, but he just looks adorable.
No.
I
Looks
like
like
the
he-
colors too.
Yeah,
I
man.
like how that's used
Oh,
there.
yeah.
The skin tone against that dark purple. How did you
Yeah,
do
that's
this? Is this
awesome.
digital or is this?
it's graphite with digital color.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so you got a lot of texture in there.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what
I
makes
like
it look
that.
shadowy? Like that wall looks very shadowed
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, you got that almost like a film grain kind of because from low lighting.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
contrast is brilliant.
I agree.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's he's,
I just
he's
love that unicorn
adorable.
shirt.
How did you go about it? Could you walk us through like your process with this?
So I was trying to come up with something creepier, and I came across a picture of was an otter skull. So I figured I'd make his head off of that, and then as I started adding flesh, he just got cuter and cuter.
I say you started with an otter skull. That's kind of where you went wrong. If you were trying to go creepy.
Love the
You were doomed from the start.
Because it's their bone structure that makes them cute. So
Yeah.
and then it just went downhill, and he wouldn't go away. I tried other shapes, and he just kept coming back. So
It was meant to be.
That's how he wins. Yeah.
so yeah, just
Great.
I did a little sketch and transferred on some better paper, and the background is powdered graphite that I kind of rubbed in, and then yeah, the rest is just pencil. So,
Yeah, that's so cool. Well done, dude.
I love that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good job.
Now, Cliff, when you add your colors in, is it use a color overlay, right? Like a color mode to color?
yeah, I used the color layer, and then some of the shadow areas I actually did like it's an adjustment layer that you can change the color. So I added that layer and then masked it out, and then just peeled back the mask wherever I wanted the color to be different. So
Okay. Yeah, I was always wondering how you did your colors like that. If you're doing like your line work is multiply, and then you did your colors underneath or on top.
Oh.
And then also, yeah, I was always just curious about that. I love the way your stuff looks.
thanks. Yeah, I do it a little different every time. This time is a color layer on top of the pencil. So
That's
Yeah.
look good.
thanks.
Yeah, very well done, dude.
I'll be waiting for my art book. My next art book.
No, okay. I assume he probably came out of the closet
Yeah.
since he loves clothes so much. I keep forgetting to ask where these.
I was gonna say, why does he go to the floor for dirty clothes if he's like hiding amongst the clothes that?
He considers the clothes on the floor an offering. So he
Oh, see, here's the thing. I'm thinking I'm poking holes in this, and he's already got an answer for everything, man. Like this is
Yeah.
this is a
He was
truly creative
originally
person. Like,
supposed
look,
to.
you think you're being creative with your questions, but I'm like 3 steps ahead of you, dude.
He was,
You ain't
he was
getting me.
originally supposed to come in and ruin all the clothes, like stain them and stretch them out and get boogers on them and stuff, and just take his favorites. But
I was gonna say, I think Scott's boogeyman might have come out of his
Yeah.
notes.
No,
No, I got this.
It's a
Dude,
self-portrait
you're
of
wearing
one of
them. I got this.
Self-portrait.
Very cool.
Alrighty.
Yeah, great work,
Isaac, are
man.
you in the mood to go next?
Sure.
I made you wait till almost last time.
Yeah.
Are we talking about it before we share it? I guess so.
Well,
Yeah, go for it. I
Well,
didn't peek at yours yet, so
I didn't have time to. I can share the screen. I figured out how to do my part for the common cause here. So let's see. It'd be this one. I didn't have time to color it, so I quickly threw in
Oh,
the
shit.
phone here.
Dang.
ooh.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
an
all see
Isaac
that?
piece for sure. Like that's
Yeah.
there's no denying.
Oh, I feel stupid.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's so badass.
That's so subtle.
It is, and that's why it's so creepy. It's just like
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
pictured
it's like an
colors.
unnatural light highlighting him.
So much dark emotion.
Yeah.
How do I? Let's see.
It's like the only shadow
all-
in the room is him. Like
Oh,
It's like he's coming out of the shadow.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I don't know. Yeah.
yeah, this is definitely an Isaac
Yeah,
piece
this was
through and
sort of
through.
out of my. This is out of my childhood, basically. Like, this is what I felt like at times as a kid.
oh
So I was
no.
kind of pulling from my own thought of the boogeyman.
This is your therapy?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's make your own boogeyman. So I thought, well, that means kind of showing what your boogeyman looks like how I would make him look. But I kind of didn't want to like reveal what he looks like
Right, that's kind of the point
all
of the
the way,
boogeyman for some
'cause
people.
it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I was thinking about like as a kid, like those fingers that get you just like you don't even understand your own body. So it's just everything's amorphous. Like kids
Oh.
drawing like arms with hands and it just looks like wings, like really young kids that they can't do that. And it's like or differentiate. It's like just that fear of something more amorphous coming out at you, so to speak. So and yeah, the way the shadow's like a part of him or growing out of him or something, it's kind of creepy to me. So,
Yeah.
I love
That's what
this
I was trying
because
to
this is something that this is a place where we've all been, and we've all seen that thing that either it be a pile of clothes or a clothing rack or a coat rack, and we think that we see someone standing somewhere, sitting somewhere in our rooms when the lights are out, and that's exactly the feeling you get. This is fucking it right here. This is the feeling, So this is well done. Like I love this. Holy shit, it's crazy.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
making
man.
my stomach jump a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very it makes you uneasy.
Is there something significant about the time on the clock? Is it 1:10? Is that what
It's
that's
1:10. Yeah, well, no, I just drew that on there.
Oh.
I think it's like it seemed a little more unnerving to me because it's symmetry.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's a
Well, I
little-
mean, obviously it grabbed my attention on a
Oh.
design standpoint because I was just like, I wonder if there's anything. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you definitely
maybe it.
you
Oh,
definitely
no,
pulled that off.
Isaac. Going back to the therapy idea, are you sure there's nothing significant about this?
About the time, right? Yeah. Ooh.
Now, when you zoomed in earlier, there's a sock on the floor outside the closet.
Mhm. Oh, there's a
There's a
someone
pair.
got cut off. Well, now there's two socks.
Oh, what? Creepy. Don't do
I
that.
don't know why. I don't know why it was cut off a moment ago.
But now I would love to see the hand of Cliff Sky just sticking out of the closet. Going for the socks.
Yoink.
Yeah, how many
That's
boogeymen
three.
can be?
That's
you
three
know,
together so far.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Now, okay, since the closet door's open, is he coming from the closet or is he just coming from that shadow?
I think he's just in the corner. I wanted the
Oh.
door slightly cracked open because just to make it more uneasy.
Yeah, it does.
Just as yeah.
See, I saw it as more as a distraction to where the danger actually is.
Yeah, maybe you hear the creaking door and it's not
Right,
even it.
and it's
Yeah,
already
I thought
outside
he
of the
slunk into
closet.
the corner there, but yeah, I guess you're right. Like,
Like that part of the horror movie where you think it's coming out of the closet. It's already
Right.
behind. It's already
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
so this is actually the second boogeyman that Isaac has supplied to us, because he actually did the graphic for this month's Pen Clique.
Yeah.
And you guys won't
Yeah,
see
that
this, but
was-
I'm going to switch over to the other screen
I'll
where
stop
we're
sharing.
showcasing the artwork. But yeah, you got a guy holding up a match, basically. You guys can look at it later, but
Oh, creepy. That was him, wasn't it?
and then there was like this like really like elf looking guy with glowing eyes in the shadows. Look,
Yeah, just a subtle touch of him, not clear. But
yeah.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
very
that
good,
was
man.
fun.
Thank you so much. That's cool.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Isaac. That was nice and creepy.
Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
love being creeped out all through October. November 1st, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done.
You know what else that piece reminds me of too? It's like with the closet, and then and your eyes go to the right where the figure is. It reminds me of, it's a visual interpretation of when your stomach drops. That you get, like when it's like, oh, it's over there, kind of like it's just that dread. Like that's what
It's got me, doesn't it?
yeah, it's like you just lost.
No, I gotta
Ooh,
poop.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
totally guarding the bathroom door.
Very sweet. All right. Would one of our newbies like to go next by any chance?
Yeah, I can go. It's fine.
Okay,
Right on.
Mark,
And actually, I
go.
saw it when I saw that piece before. It was like my art kind of like portrays him coming out of that shadow, so it was kind of cool to.
Oh,
Let's see if I do this right.
That's all right. We're all just spinning plates here. I mean, no judgment.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that name Marco, I think of the Lost Boys. Marco.
I haven't seen yet this year.
Oh, really?
I did make my kids watch it, thinking it was an amazing movie, and when you watch it now, it's not as good as when you were a kid.
Oh, it's still awesome. I love that movie.
But not to the way I bragged it up.
You have to
They look
rewatch
at me
it
like-
and then tell them about it after you rewatch it after all that time.
Same thing, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original one. They watched that with me when they were in middle school, I think, and we're rolling on the floor laughing. I'm like, y'all look like psycho killers. Don't laugh at this. But the effects don't stand up to today. I get it.
Oh,
Well,
sorry, my girl's asking for a little access.
Oh no.
Wait,
Yeah.
you should have access, right? No?
Let me see. Well, it's my Apple computer. It's asking. Okay, maybe that works. All right.
I'm not an Apple girl, so they never want to work together.
Holy
Oh, they
crap.
share. All right, there you go.
Dude.
oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
So yeah, when I was seeing your piece, I was seeing my character coming out of that shadow.
Oh,
Those
my.
tabs.
So the way I came up with the concept, I did the same thing. I kind of researched, and to be fair, I've been doing a lot of horror lately. I am not like, but my recent project is a comic about not the undead, but people decaying to the point to being like looking like the undead. So the horror is really fresh in my head. But then when I was creating this character, I was thinking how would the boogeyman look. I almost made him to kind of a creature type monster, but the aspect of the man kind of kept drawing me back, and I wanted to draw this kind of like toss, like it kind of reminds me of the Slender Man, and then again with the fingers too, kind of combine all that aspect to it. And I was also thinking what would be the boogeyman's goal in this situation. And for some reason, the idea of like him wanting to take the faces of his victims so he can actually hide in plain sight. So
Oh,
Oh.
gross.
Oh.
yeah, yeah, I'm really horrific with it. and if you look through it, you can kind of see some Easter eggs. I don't know if can I see it right here?
Yeah, zoom in for us.
Maybe mouse wheel
Like-
up. Yeah.
Yeah, like if
I
you can-
noticed his belly from
Yeah.
a distance, I think.
So that was the idea. I was like, the belly is like the real person in control. The face
Oh.
is just it's like it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that villain.
Krang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he's in control, and the face is basically a distraction. And yeah, and I put little hints like the faces of his victims, and then in this situation, this is after the fact. The victim is under the bed.
Oh, I see the foot.
Oh,
I see a foot.
oh,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
so light. I didn't see it.
Yeah, so I made it subtle because it was like someone like you're walking into this boogeyman, and you see what he did already. Like you're too late.
Is that an
See, I
ear
was
hanging
gonna
from the
ask if
chain?
he came out from under the bed because I noticed the bed was.
So yes, for me, it's like the idea of the legend of him coming under the bed. So it was like the fingers, like I agree with. It's like when you imagine the boogeyman, it's always like those fingers coming out of the bed. So that's why I was like, maybe he came out of the bed and then he sucked the kid back into his kind of world.
Mm.
Does
I
anybody
like-
else not let their arms and legs hang over the bed at night?
I do.
Oh, I don't care.
I usually have one foot out.
I
My wife and I both have like 1 foot out of our covers, probably off the edge all the time.
Nope.
Because I mean, honestly, if anything is gonna drag me in this like big body anywhere, like it's earned it. Like I will go to the mat with you.
Nate, this guy could drag you easily.
Maybe, but he couldn't fit under my bed.
I pull him off the bed, out the bed, and he's like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna scare somebody else."
I love this. I love that it's like
What is that chain hanging from his crotch? Is that an ear on a chain?
No, I was just like, for some reason, spiky hips kind of give to me, so I try to make it as creepy as possible. That is hips, and the chain's just like lodged to
The
the
chain
side.
down. What's hanging on the chain down low by his hand?
Well, it's like a
Yeah,
giant
yeah,
wallet
right
chain.
here.
face.
Yeah.
That's another face.
Yeah, it's like a
gosh.
wallet chain of faces.
Yeah.
I
So
thought
it is,
it was an ear
yeah.
at
Initially, I
first.
was gonna be like, I'm gonna fill this with a bunch of faces, but then I was like, then the chain kind of be disappeared. So I left it to maybe 2, and then present that face in the front, so you could kind of get the idea of what's going on.
I thought it was an ear at first, like you were back in Nam or something.
I like that it's put together like a concept of what it thinks a human is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the pieces aren't right, and I love that. Like you said, it's trying to hide in plain sight, but it's not doing a good job at it. You know, it's
Very
like
bad
putting
at
some
it.
effort. Like it's got a tie and like a piece of a shirt,
Yeah.
and like kind of looks okay. It doesn't look human, but it's trying. But
Yeah,
I
and
love
that was
about
the
it,
initial
though.
concept. Was like,
I
this
love
guy's
that,
to stretch his
though.
face to kind of fit.
Yeah, like I love that. Like you zoom in on that face. I love that.
He looks kind of derpy cute,
Yeah.
you know? Like
No, he doesn't. He's fucking terrifying, dude.
No,
like
I
he's
would
trying to
rather- Oh my
smile,
God.
but like,
Oh,
like
those are arms holding his
Yeah.
You
face.
can see the arms. The arms are awesome coming out of the shoulders.
yeah,
Yeah.
the shoulders, and also it's the arms that are like holding his face together, like holding his.
Yeah, that's why I was like zoom in on that.
And then you
Love
got
that
the
texture
eyes
brush.
on the
Yeah.
inside of the.
As an illustration, they're awesome. They're not awesome though.
So yeah, I also wanted to make it kind of. I didn't put any colors because Gary saw my work. I do like to color. I'm very vibrant with my colors too. So, but I wanted to keep this like a old black and white movie. I saw Marvel's Werewolf by Night, and I was like, that's perfect. That's the color palette.
Oh, I watched that last night, by the way.
Oh, you finally watched it?
Yes.
Yes, good.
Dude,
good.
It looks like he's
It's
trying to
too short.
smile, like he's trying to
It
be
was way
cute,
too
like
short.
oh hi, but he's like awful
What's
at
up,
it.
guys?
Yeah.
No,
the
I
way
think
of
those
the-
arms are reminding it, smile, be
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah, and
Asking
that,
if you have any extra spleens.
Yeah.
Extra
Oh.
spleens you can have.
Dude, I love the different texture brushes you use too.
Yeah.
Like your background brushes are like different
the
than like
grainy
your
wall
figure
stuff
brushes, and
that
it makes it
makes it
pop.
yeah, I've been working with a lot of like playing with my textures, like this cross hatching, kind of giving that mood. And then I found new texture brushes, so I just like play with them until it fits right, and then I paint over those textures to see what I can get. So I've been doing a lot more texture wise, playing with my brushes instead of being so clean with it.
Saves time.
Yeah. And that's also true.
Saves time.
Scott.
Whip it out. I'm just used to doing things like in real time, right then and there. Being a tattoo artist, you have to like. There's no pause. You got to just hit it right then and there, and then be done with it.
Don't really do much art for other reasons, unless it's going to be used for some,
Yeah, and I tattoo 10, 12 hours a day, so it's like being a chef. The last thing you want to do is cook when you go home. When I go home, dude, I'm just like, fuck no.
Yeah,
So that was my boogeyman.
very cool.
That was awesome.
Wicked.
Thank you.
Dude.
Very good.
So glad Mike's in town this weekend because I don't want to go to sleep by myself after this episode. I mean, you guys take tame subjects sometimes and make them creepy, but I don't. This one's.
Mine's adorable. It'll snuggle with that booger anytime.
We have
We are
two
gonna show
adorable
your Booger Man
boogeymen.
one more time.
I'm gonna make a
Listen
new
to it.
product. It's gonna be a blanket that you can just snuggle with, but it's gonna be a giant booger.
That's actually a great
my guy,
idea.
he's fun to be around.
The Snuggy Boogie.
Yeah, I like what they
Just have it have that salty smell to it,
be a little bit crusty, not quite soft.
It's a little blanket.
Blech.
It's flavored.
Well, we have two adorable boogeymen.
Look at her face. She's like, no, nope, I'm not having this.
You know what? It's not. No, he was just cute enough. I'm not going to barf about it. He was a little adorable.
It's a snuggly booger.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like since we didn't do the sponsor breaks, I should run through our 4 sponsors really quickly. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. I have to share a screen, but I have to remember where I saved everything. Because I do not want. I am the only one that's allowed to look in the folder of art before the show. And when I have it open, only once, but I'm always scared. Once I shared my screen and all the art showed up. It was horrible. So I'm trying. Let me hide that folder.
So many
really
things I
quickly.
could have said just now.
I think I just closed it. Okay.
I promise I'll be professional, Gary. Best as I can.
It's like he's sweating. He's trying so hard.
All right.
Red my face is. I'm dying inside. I need to let it out. I'm gonna have to run outside and just shout it and then come back in. So I say that.
All right, commercial time. We're going to start with Clever Kaiju because Clever Kaiju brings us all of these wonderful artists. And we've got, what am I trying to do?
He's trying so hard.
Can you guys see the Clever Kaiju logo?
Yes.
Okay, I shared
Yep.
correctly. We've got Gary, Nate, and Isaac from Clever Kaiju that can explain a little bit about Clever Kaiju. Go for it.
Would you like to take this one?
I don't know what you said, but I can do it. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
I mean,
just tell everybody about Clever Kaiju.
Yeah, art group. There's 4 of us that founded it, and we headed up, and there's a studio side to it as well. And we just want to create community and inspire and educate and promote other artists and help each other out. And it's been growing, and we have a YouTube channel that we're growing, and it's been good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, you guys should join their Discord. They have a Discord channel that they just share art with each other. They do show and tell. They do, hey, give me an idea. I need some help or an idea. It's worth checking out.
Cleverkaiju.com. Just spell it like it is there on the screen.
Like that.
Most people know. I guess a lot of people know how to spell it, but some wouldn't know how to spell kaiju.
And then you can get to our Discord from there too.
Yeah, you can find it from there and Instagram and whatnot. YouTube.
All right. Let me close that, stop sharing. Who's next? Let's see what picture shows up next. Let's do Playco games. All right.
Oh, Playco.
I am co-owner of Playco Games. We are currently not making new games at the moment, but we have 3 fun and amazing games that you can buy right now for all your Christmas list people. Civicus dice game, 2-player area control game that plays in about under an hour for two players. We have an expansion, so you can play 4 players. I don't play civilization games, and this one is easy and fast enough I can understand it and play it, and maybe even play it a second time. So that's an endorsement right there. Danger Dinosaur, I would say probably ages 10 and up. The whole family, 2 to 6 can play. Lots of fun. Everybody loves dinosaurs. And we've got Epic Monster Tea Party. That is 4 players. We also have a 2-player expansion, and Mr. Gary Bedell drew the monsters for our 2-player expansion. I would say that was ages 6 and up. It's super fun. It's easy. It's fast. It's kind of dumb, but you laugh the whole time you're playing. My favorite endorsement on that was parents have told me that's the game when my kids pull it off the shelf, I don't groan and roll my eyes. So that means it's a play.
Yeah,
you
that
can
says a
find them
lot.
all at playcogames.com. So check them out if you like games.
Woo!
Woo! 2 of the 4 sponsors down. Now we move on to Springfield, Missouri conventions. We have 2 convention sponsors. Let's start with VisionCon, since they've been with us the longest. They have moved from, they were usually the last of April, beginning of May, that weekend. They are moving to October 13th through 15th for 2023.
Fascinating. That could
Yes,
be really fun
so-
though. Like that's
I think it will be, because Game Expo, this was their final season in October.
yeah.
So VisionCon's like, you know what? We're going to grab that spot and see what we can do with it. So VisionCon dot, ooh,
It's
I always
.net.
forget if it's net or org.
.net.
It's .net.
.net.
Yeah.
Thank you. VisionCon.net. You can see a little bit about it. Follow them on Facebook. Facebook seems to be the easiest place to get in touch with them and for quicker updates. But yeah, there's actually a staff meeting this Sunday. So plans are in motion for an exciting VisionCon 2023. And if you would like a table, or you want to do a panel or something like that, check out the website. Get involved. Did I unshare my screen? I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't been.
guys heard.
Yeah, you unshared
Okay, good. I did share that though, right?
the VisionCon stuff. No.
Sorry. Yes. And last but not least, our 4th sponsor, and we're always happy to take on more sponsors if anyone, but we have a print company that would like to make prints of some of this art so we can give it away as prizes. That would be awesome.
Or Dick Flick, I'm looking at you.
There
Yeah.
we go. Tremendicon. It is a multimedia creators convention.
Wait,
They
it says
cover
July.
artists, writers, comic books, makers. I'm looking at the logo, the icons. Cosplay, multimedia, which involves film, music, theater, game design, and a kids track. And you can attend that. Tickets are on sale already for that. Booths are for sale. July 7th through 9th of 2023.
Last
Okay.
year it was in June. They moved it to July for 20.
Yeah, it's,
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
the weekend after 4th of July.
Woo!
So you'll still be in party mode.
Still be in party mode.
Yes.
Hungover
I don't know.
at Tremendicon.
It's the come down party for your come down party mode.
There
Right.
you go. I don't know. We were planning some fun stuff. You better rest up.
Yeah.
But yeah, July 7th through 9th, everything's on sale for that right now. Go check it out. And you know, same thing. We're in the planning stages, and hopefully by the beginning of the year or the end of this year, we'll have some guests and ideas of what you're gonna see, but you know it's gonna be great. So just buy your tickets. You know you want to go. You know you do, right?
Fun show. Last year was
A
fun.
lot of these
Yeah,
people
well-
will be there at booths at both VisionCon and Tremendicon, showing off their stuff. So commercial break over. Does that mean we're in the middle of the show and Gary Bedell would like to show his art?
Leave it to whoever. Is that Paige? Hi, Paige.
Yay!
I saw you. I see you. You're
I don't
live,
know. Are you
sweetheart.
on YouTube?
Thanks for that, Gary.
Yeah.
Didn't hear about that
I
for a
saw
while.
Adam like look. I was like, that
No.
must be Paige.
I was checking the comment section on our live feeds.
Oh
and
no,
everybody
I was
about-
talking about. I was talking about Adam's wife Paige. She was sneaking in the background. I was like, I see you back there.
Right, yeah, she's sneaking in.
Well, since we went to that, Mike Huff said hello in the
Yep.
Facebook chat, and Rachel Norton says, "Oh dang, a few days before my birthday." But Rachel, I don't know when you wrote that, so I don't know which thing is right before your birthday.
Probably the. Oh, hey, Justin.
Hey, bye, Justin. Everybody's leaving.
What's up, Mike Huff?
Go home. Be safe. Make
Get
good
out there.
decisions.
All right. I'm probably gonna head out and cut my early. I got one more stop I gotta make.
All right,
Oh,
Scott.
okay. Well, Scott, will you tell everybody real quick? Are you frozen? Are you still there?
Scott, you frozen? I think he's frozen.
He's frozen.
He's frozen.
Okay. Well, I can fill in.
You got the Shining ending.
Yeah, there you go.
Scott
Nate,
got the
tell them all
shining.
I can
about
feel.
Mike.
I can feel it. I'm kind of his face and voice in
Yeah.
these times of strife. So Scott is the owner of one of the longest running tattoo shops here in Springfield called Body Creations Inc. At Sunshine and Glenstone here in Springfield. You'll find me there as well. But he's been kind of running this ship for I think 16 years. Started in Ozark, Missouri, and now in Springfield. And where he's at now, where he's actually filming from, is we're apparently expanding. So it's actually growing pretty big and really. So Body Creations on Facebook and Instagram. I think they're both are the same. And then also, Glenstone and Sunshine is where the current shop is located.
And if you were listening earlier, you might get a free tattoo out of
Yeah,
it.
you get a booger tattoo.
But only if you were listening earlier. Or are the first to go back and re-listen and get to it.
And his specialization
Or
is
if you're just
like realism.
listening-
So
If you're listening, don't go back. Just go get the tattoo. Say, hey, I just want the free Halloween.
Whatever
tattoo.
it was. Whatever it was.
just put it on me. Put it right
That'd be a
here.
surprise.
yeah, he's probably the only artist in the place that isn't running a Halloween flash special right now, but he'll totally do that. Again, he said he'd do it for free. And knowing his style, he's gonna go like hyper realism with it. So
Gary, no, you don't want to put it here. You want to put it right here.
Yeah, right about there.
Yeah.
All right, Gary. Time for more boogeymen. And okay, I
All right, I
think
guess it's my turn.
it is disturbing in the best way possible.
It's a shame that Haley's not in here because she was the one that was always like jokingly picking her nose before I almost had like a blooper
Yeah.
reel of her picking her nose before we went live, and I could
Dude,
never.
we gotta send Haley for that tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
Don't
she's
even tell her what it
probably
is. Hey, we got you
listening.
a free tattoo. You're welcome. Should come back, you son of a. Yes, I got it, but oh my,
Whoa.
oh my.
I think my monster and your monster can be friends.
I know. When I saw yours, I was like,
Mhm.
holy shit. I was like, that is great. So like with this one, I was thinking like instead of an entity, like it would be, I know it sounds weird. It's gonna sound really fucking weird, but it's a pair of pants. And you never see what the upper torso actually is because it's so many different things. But the only thing that's consistent are these pants with these little buckled shoes.
Love pants.
But the rest of it could just be anything. I think it could be something that it's kind of funny that Marco was saying, something that would study us like back in the day, kind of study books or what they would dub as pop culture stories, folklore, and kind of take it within itself and, you know, become this thing at will, you know, when it wanted to, you know, and of course it would go after kids because I guess they would be easy targets for it, and then it can expand and grow and learn off of what it consumes. Sorry, I got a little dark there, but let me zoom in.
I just, the fact that there's two sides and there's two people, that's what freaked me out. Like they're each getting their own boogeyman.
Yeah, it's just anything. Like if you don't like snakes, or if you're afraid of that Wolfman movie you saw, or you know, just
your mom,
some old lady that's scared. Yeah, your mom, or some old lady. That's actually where that came from. It's like where there's some like old shriveled relative that's like, give me a cash, you know, it's like, oh no, you know. And then just being eaten, you know, like, which I loved this shot. I loved doing this shot.
That's
actually,
the worst part. That's the first part I zoomed in on in my brain.
I thought that was the best part.
Seeing the other faces, and it was just wow.
It's that horror moment, you know you're gonna die.
Or get licked really hard.
He's like, well, not the best way. But his body, if you look at the way he's folded, the underneath the rib cage is where those teeth would be. And then that would be right where that hip would be. Right there. So it's like someone kind of leaning over, and it's like if you were feeding a person into the side of your body. And yeah. I like this part too.
He's like watching his I'm guessing brother.
Yeah.
He's found moments.
Okay, Gary, this takes me back to another piece of yours though. That thing in the closet.
Oh
like
yeah.
The side. Does he have pants like this?
No, he doesn't have pants like this.
Does he look like
that's a
clown?
different version.
Does he look like
ish? Because like it was one of those things where and the only way I can explain it is like this: how he is a clown. He is a clown to what a real cat is to the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I wondered because I can't picture it in my mind right now, but something about this sent my brain there. So I wondered if maybe he was just like the same character that had morphed or something. I don't know.
Oh no, there's two of them, and they're both
disturbing.
They're both disturbing. But yeah, I just wanted to do something really crazy. I was gonna add spiders crawling out of his mouth.
No.
And up the leg and like down the shirt and stuff. Like it was just gonna be like this towering just nightmare fuel. Yeah, because they have the snakes coming out.
That's what's scary. You could probably forever keep adding small things to this and make it scarier and scarier.
I really like how it's split off where it could be whatever it needs to be at the time, because like
yes.
And I know that I don't have artwork to show, but I do have like my sketch of my idea of what I was going to do, and it was also along the lines of, because I mean the whole thing behind the Boogeyman itself is that he is a creature made up by adults to scare kids into behaving certain ways. That's all it is. That's why he has no face. That's why he has really no name. It's whatever he needs to be to get kids to do what they want. And so it's fear mongering. And it's like, what do we have to do to get these kids, you know, what are these kids afraid of? And it can be anything. And so so I like even my own idea, and I went with a different direction, probably a little bit not fun or as entertaining as the other one I've done before, but it's just like I love the whole like it can reshape and morph into whatever it needs to be to get the kids' attention. And
so what you're saying is what I should have done is had two war hands breaking a cell phone in half. I mean, that's a little more absorbing their Xbox into the body.
Right.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be eating the kid. It should be eating his Xbox.
No.
Xbox as a boogie monster or the PlayStation. That would be.
Or if two, yeah. I mean, there's, yeah. I mean, to see, you can't help but wonder if one kid's just like, really, that's what you're afraid of, clowns? now you're giving, you're harassing me now when we're about to be eaten.
Yeah, look at my monster. My monster's way scarier than yours.
What? Well, when I was doing this part, like I didn't know like what I was gonna do for this side because with the original rough drawing looked like kind of like a zombie face. I was like, I didn't want anything that looked like a zombie, so I was like, okay, what is kind of weird? And I just tell on myself on how weird I am. So I'm like, what's weird and off-putting to me? I'm like,
mustache.
Okay, the Pringles guy is kind of like off-putting. So like I kind of based him off the Pringles, like the curly mustache and like weird hair. Like he's weird looking, man. The Pringles guy is weird looking.
He's not even a face you could trust. He's not like, you know.
You can't, dude. No, don't ever trust him.
He's not like the boogeyman that hides in plain sight, man. He's the like, you see this mustache, you know I'm the villain.
Yeah. Yeah, like duh.
You know what's weird and off-putting? Pringles guy. Says the guy who has like 2 months worth of supply of Pringles downstairs currently in our office, and makes it a point to eat like 2 of them every time we meet up. Like,
he is creepy though. Like he's weird looking and he's creepy. Like such the old Pringles guy.
He's creepy though.
He's creepy though.
Well, I love if at the very least I love the contrast between them. Like you know. Like those two are definitely 2 different kids. Like you could be like, really though, mustache? like, we just survived that, and you're giving me shit about it.
Yeah, so that's Boogeyman, Pringles Man, snakes, Wolfman, and big mouths.
And mom's hand.
And mom's hand.
You could be scary too.
Awesome. Well, I hope everyone has good nightmares tonight. All right, let's see. Kelly, would you like to go next?
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
you get. This will be
Oh.
your
I don't know how to
initial.
do the share thing.
We can share it ourselves if you prefer.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
can share it.
whichever
I
works
can
for you.
share
man.
it if you need me to, or that at the bottom of the Zoom screen, there's a share button in the middle.
If
Do
you
see
have it open on your desktop already, but if you don't, we can share it from the drive.
You know, I don't see it, but
Nate, do you want to share it? Or do you
Yeah,
want
we
me
can do
to?
that. Let me give me a second to.
Okay.
oh yeah, I do. It's the only one lit up green.
Oh, it
I'd
is.
overlook that.
I didn't even notice it was green, and I'm staring right at it. So don't feel bad. See. Rachel Norton just wrote, so who's going to be a Pringle can for Halloween and show up at Gary's house?
Yeah, you just gave everybody a superpower. Like they now have power over you.
Shady. You have to be shady 1980s Pringles man. It's a certain kind of Pringles. You can't just be any Pringles man.
You keep giving the information.
shady 80s Pringles man.
Over on YouTube, Homebody Music says, and that's the reason I will be watching under a blanket this month.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right. You got it, Kelly, or are you still figuring it out?
I don't get it.
Okay, not a problem. I'll just download it and then I'll share it here.
Also, too, one more Pringles thing. There's actually this short online from this animator called Meat Canyon, and you guys have probably heard of him before or seen it. Adam, you've seen him?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Pringles man?
No.
Short he did.
It's gotta be terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's
Yeah.
terrifying. And this was like after the fact, or with my Pringles thing, and then I saw that and I was like, yes, he gets it. He gets it. You guys are all laughing now, but wait till you see it.
All right, you ready?
Oh, you, Kelly. Are you ready?
Oh,
I like the red.
Beautiful.
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
oh, I can't wait for you to zoom in on this.
Okay. See, that's a very diplomatic way of saying it.
Now, Kelly, start telling us some ideas of where he came from.
Well, you know, I like drawing stuff like that. I mean, I'm very tempted to stop there, but I don't know. When I was thinking about it, I was trying to think of things that, you know, still creep me out. I don't care about the kids, and I kind of kept coming to the fact that like things that are like long, like, you know, unnaturally stretched or whatever, and something that, you know, you obviously you can tell by looking at it that it moves just weird, and then the whole I don't know, being bound thing, like that's creepy to me too.
Mhm.
So you know, that, and it's just fun to do the stuff where you're twisted and pulling at flesh. So
Yeah.
But
Just
I
all
go with the
the
black. It looks like it's like opening a doorway to another dimension, and then he's coming out through it. It's like you summoned him.
it's a closet door of
Oh,
some universe, I imagine.
I also
You know,
love that you can't tell that it's like you can't tell if it's supernatural or like alien. Even
Right.
like there's that.
or formerly human.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
I love that. How big is this, by the way?
I did it at 11 by 17, I think.
Man.
That's a
I
good size
just,
though, man. That's
Yeah.
well, yeah, like when I was kind of just goofing with the ideas on the iPad, and when I landed on this and then went to print it, I just got into the idea of drawing it, so I blew it up bigger.
Awesome piece.
I like
Like-
that.
Oh,
I like the little fleshy knots and stuff. You
Yeah.
got on the elbow there. I love that.
yeah, like you said, you know, just being so unnaturally long and lanky. It's just almost like he's perpetually like keeping himself from falling when he walks.
the
Yeah.
way you crossed his arms and bound
Yeah.
them, it looks so real.
Back in the 90s, when before they really had CG and they would use like stop animation or clay animation of figures to do, you know, what we do now in CG. Like there was a certain like unnatural kind of wonky like wavy kind of walk to characters, almost like you could see without seeing people's hands holding onto their legs and like physically moving them like action figures. And that was what you like. Pee Wee Herman, like I think one of his movies had like even a face animation of like the trucker woman where her face just goes like just crazy, and it's so unnaturally jerky, and just because their figures were just so badly made that they weren't actually made to be moved, but they did it anyways, and it's just it just kind of feels like
I could definitely see him having a kind of herky jerky walk to him, where it just feels I don't know, like it's flashing in and out of existence as it's walking.
oh
know?
yeah,
But like super fast.
like it's like he's skipping frames as he's moving.
Yeah.
That'd be horrifying.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. It's unnatural. It's just like that uncanny, like ah.
I like the expression too. It's like he's saying, "Hi, guys."
Oh hi. Yeah.
Right.
Like, fancy
He does
seeing
have
you
a very
here.
friendly smile.
I just walked through the door and there you are.
I totally tried to get rid of it. Like it was just bugging me. I wanted his mouth to kind of just be like way off center and like kind of pulled, but I just kept landing back on a smile, and like then it got to a point where I couldn't look at it without the smile. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he knows what he is and what he's there for, and
Right.
Of course, it makes it more creepy because it's like you're looking at this body like, oh God, and you just see this thing smiling, and it's just like, no, why are you smiling?
So what was this
I
done?
mean,
Is this
smiling people are kind of creepy. So
Is this acrylic or watercolor?
it's ink and watercolor.
Oh, ink and water. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah,
That's so cool, man. It's awesome to have you. Thanks for joining us. This is
Yes.
cool.
Oh no, it was fun. I like drawing monsters, so
Yeah.
So you're gonna come back and draw some gross food insects next month?
Yeah, food insects.
Yeah, like I
it's
said,
certainly
Kelly,
tempting.
even the more cuddly stuff, they tend to make creepy and monstery. So any month is very.
That's true. Although Gary did take like a horrifying plant monster woman and make her like a sweetheart.
That's true. With giant breasts.
Dead.
Just when you think you got us figured out, guess what?
Get out. Get out.
Sweet.
This is brilliant.
Very cool. I think there should be a stop whenever you're ready. No rush. There's a stop share that's like. Oh wait, it's mine. Sorry.
Yeah, that was you, wasn't it? Nick?
Yeah, it was me that was sharing. 'Cause, oh, well, here's the thing. I was looking right at it, and I thought it was on his screen that was being shared. And I was like, oh yeah, that's like right there. And so I brought it up. Yeah, excuse me.
Oh, Kelly in the chat, Rachel says that your guy just wants a hug. That's all.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Hug away.
Hug in the soul.
Okay, at your own risk.
All right, Adam, are we ready?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
mean, we're ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
there.
It's been a while. Let me see if I can figure out the share screen thing too.
I just did it last month and I couldn't remember, so don't feel bad. Where is your guy coming from, or gal, or
There,
it?
that's like.
Well,
Oh, wait, that's fine.
Or
so
pants. No, okay.
Yeah. So it's not allowing me to share system preferences.
It should be, I think. Multiple participants can share.
Please. Let me share.
What are you seeing?
Hold on. I think I'm getting there.
Okay.
Okay. And try. All right. I think we're good. Let's see. Okay. So I like to show where it initially came from, concept wise.
Wow.
It kind of scares me. I shared any kind of thoughts with Scott, but I had this kind of literal booger man coming out of this giant schnoz creature thing. I just kind of imagine it's like he kidnapped some kid and then he lives in his nose, and the kid's now like this emaciated man that does his bidding.
Oh.
Well, that's where it started.
That's
and
the
then
art, man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and
well.
you had killer pants. You know, I couldn't go with that. So I was researching, the boogeyman, snatches kids. He had this bag or sack or something. So I was trying to play with that, and I had this like crooked thorn, like shepherd staff is kind of like a mockery of like Jesus, or like, the stereotypical like shepherd thing. It's the opposite. And I was like, okay, it's kind of cool. And then somehow or another, I started thinking about like ancient wooden statues. I wanted something that looked like a human, but it just only in just quick resemblance. And so These are quick sketches of like, the like oldest wooden statues of man. And so it led me to, oh, golly. So that's the concept here. Let's see if I can get over here. Yeah, so this is where I landed on, is this dude here. And then my final piece in color. Why is it split like that? Anyways, yeah, so then I wanted to color him. I wanted to make him, he's super huge. Like whenever you see him, he's having to lean over because his head is taller than the ceiling. So he's always like kind of crouched over in a corner somewhere until he's not. And then the wood is all like warped and because of like blood that's seeped into the seams. And yeah, so really the creature, there's an attached creature that holds on to the wood frame of this person. And that's the boogeyman. And in my mind, there was like in tradition, like everyone had a wooden figure, kind of like an elf on the shelf kind of thing. They always held it in their house, and it protected the house, but also, enforced the rules like kids need to obey their parents. And when they didn't, they started seeing this guy. And then when they pushed it too far, it came and got them. And yeah, so that's where it comes from. That's my
Oh my gosh.
I love the story behind it, the concept. It's so so good.
Thank you.
It all depending on the child behaving. That's what the structure.
I've been on your shelf watching you piss your parents off for too long.
It's like Santa Claus, but in a toy.
I was right there the whole time.
Adam, there's a whole comic book story there. Oh my gosh.
I love the bloodstained wood too. That's
I know. It's just like
so wicked.
You think that after a while he'd be like, man, I need to get some new wood. You find like kitchen tables taken apart, and then it comes after you in the night.
I can hear my version in my head, but please verbalize what is at the bottom.
It's just like this loud cacophony of just a wow, like it's just
Oh, okay.
You almost can't. It's just a sound that just comes out, this guttural sound as it's just screeching coming at you.
Okay, that sound was a little lower than what was in my head. I just needed to hear.
Okay.
I just needed to hear it. And my brain was going, "Wah!"
That's the way I read it.
That scares a child.
Yeah. It's a very unique sound. Like surprise.
Can you zoom in on him for us?
I don't know. Can I? Oh crap. I literally don't know how to zoom.
Mouse wheel? Can you mouse wheel, or are you on a mouse?
Yeah, I have a mouse. Let's see.
Can you mouse wheel in, and it'll?
Well, it keeps scrolling up because I have multiple pages open.
I don't know what. Okay.
Control mouse wheel.
Oh, there's the plus and minus at the top.
Yeah.
Maybe that.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Come on.
Nice.
Nope. There we go. Jeez. Figure out technology. There's all these other selections. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Maybe I'm not good at this.
Well, I don't know how to coach you either, so. Wow. I mean, maybe you guys could see this better before. I need glasses, so I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I think a lot of share a lot of similarities with like Marco, like the elongated, arms and legs. This unnatural naturalness to it.
Yeah.
Kelly, I loved your piece and like how, again, the long limbs and stuff, and you don't want to be touched by it. And this is kind of the same thing. Like nothing's pleasant about this thing as it tries to grab at you. There's no squishiness. It's all pain and pencils and stuff. So
a lot of splinters in your future.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his gooey body is like holding its skeleton together. of
Yeah,
you know, like
it's
Yeah.
ancient.
puppeting it.
There's some claws on there too.
Yeah, yeah, gotta have some claws on there, I guess. Well,
Where is this one coming from? In the house?
yeah, it's like running down the hallway or something.
Okay.
I love that swinging lamp too, by the
Yeah.
way, back there. I see you, baby. I see you.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. But yeah, I like the concept of maybe horror where at first blush there's something scary, something present, but it's telling a deeper story in concept where this thing is just being puppeted by something else calling itself the boogeyman.
Right.
It might be, and I play around with the idea, it might just be a demon that's just latched onto this folklore and it just, because they create little dolls, it kind of is worship. And so it just feeds off that, and off kids.
Yeah, Rachel on Facebook. I love the movement you convey with your line work, Adam. That's absolutely true, especially with like the eye trail, the light trail you got.
Yes.
All like from the entryway past the light all the way up to his head, and it like you definitely see like that swaying movement that it's made down the hallway.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
What's that movie?
Yeah, it's a good catch.
What's the horror movie with like that they pass on the specter through sex?
I don't know.
It follows.
You can't just Google something
where
like that.
The guy comes through the guy comes through the door frame, and he's bigger than the door frame, and like just that massive size is what I wanted to communicate, that this thing just wherever it is, it's always bigger than the space it's in.
Thanks.
So yep.
Yeah, the way you've drawn it gives it like an urgency. I want to get away. Like,
dude, we should make like a movie of this or something. Like even like a short film of, like a messed up like ancient spirit and an elf in a shelf kind of like creature.
That's how I see it. Is like cinematically. Yeah.
Right.
Adam, that's your next step. All those miniatures you make, start the stop motion animation.
You're pretty easy. Just a handful of gray pipe cleaners and some broken furniture. Yeah, dude. We can.
You make him?
No, I didn't have time, but
he's already done it. Nah, he's already done it.
Yeah, so it just didn't come to fruition this time. So.
That's way bigger than most.
I am not at all surprised.
Adam, your miniatures are growing and taking over.
I know.
Because I'm glad you said something
on the table next year.
Oh.
Like all the Pen Clique stuff. It's just amazing.
Oh yes. But I need a copy of all of them just to see first. I'll hang on to them if you want me to.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I appreciate that. So yeah, I just and as far as like everything is traditional, it's just pen and ink and like Copic markers and stuff. But I'm trying to push. I'm very realistic with the way I draw, and I'm trying to kind of break my habits a little bit and try to play with space and trying to make it more maybe not cartoony, but just I don't know, give it a different sense of action than just being ultra realistic all the time.
Well, I think a lot of it's just the shape language, even like what Rachel, I think, was mentioning was just like the bend in the arms, like straight edge figures. You gave them like an arc and gave them a lot of like a dynamic kind of like perspective to them. But just like you could have easily done some really like simple shapes and it would have been very effective, but like you made decisions to like warp your lines almost, I wouldn't say Dr. Seuss style, but like you gave it a lot of like you bent and curved things, and some of it's perspective, but like I can see you playing with like taking that kind of realism and then just bending it a bit, like literally and figuratively.
Yeah, right. And Kelly, I didn't get to say it before, but like I loved your control over your piece because you had all those divots and like skin tags and stuff like that. And I was thinking about my piece and like how hard it was to try to convey, texture. And I wanted to give you a little shout out because I didn't get a chance to say it before.
Thank you.
Especially as consistently, like it was consistently like detailed and throughout the whole body. Like I would have gotten halfway through and been like, my ADD.
Well, I'm not saying I
The
wasn't
legs
like
are
that.
dark. There you go. Yeah. All right.
I just pushed through. That's all.
How do I-
Awesome.
Okay. Stop share. There we go.
All right, now Nate, you didn't draw this month, right?
I didn't. No, I
Alright.
got a doodle. So I guess whenever we get around to doing the episode, either bonus of this season or season 4, we've always
Okay.
chatted about and joked about having an episode dedicated to all the artists that are like, well, I'm not quite finished with it yet, or I'll finish it later
should
and I'll
finish
upload
that.
the update. Which honestly, most artists that have done that, like, have actually gone back and finished their piece and put it in. We
They
have
have.
updated versions of a lot of them, so I was like, we can make an episode of that. But I guess,
I'm looking at Eric's finished Beast Boy Swamp Thing
Yeah.
right now. that
yeah,
Wasn't colored on the show, but is colored on the
Sarah
script.
has one too. Sarah
Awesome
has
looking.
one or
Yeah.
two maybe. I guess I have one now. It's only a third of a sketch, but it's like I guess I have one to contribute to that one.
Yeah, and everybody out there, it's not because Nate got lazy. We at one point had 14 artists
Yeah.
saying, "I want to do this month," and so Nate's like, "Well, I'll step back so we have time to fit them all in." And then things come up, real life happens,
Right.
unfortunately.
And 4
Every
people back out
day.
at the same time and make me look like an
Yeah.
ass, and it's just no.
Yeah, and it happened late enough. It wasn't. I'm like, I think I told you this morning. Hey, we don't have as many people as we thought.
Right.
It's not.
We had
It's not very much
15,
notice.
and then Scott was all like, "Hey, I'm in on this one." I'm like, "Okay," because I'm not gonna say no. We agreed that 12 was pushing it,
Yeah.
but all of us who'd been on the show since the very beginning, this is the first time I've in pushing well over 2 seasons. I was like, I think we're each of us were prepared to like take a step back to bring in new artists, because honestly we're thrilled that we have so many people that are interested in doing this, because we know how much time, and I say it every episode, I'm going to keep saying it, we know how much how much time and effort and mental space it takes. It's a lot to ask of each of you to contribute like this, and like the least we can do is try and make it as fun and interesting as we possibly can. And if that means stepping aside to let other people in, and we have more people to invite,
Oh yeah.
like we're this is taken off in a way that we're just like, oh, let's just see what happens. And this wasn't even supposed to be done online. This was all supposed to be organized in person, and now I don't think we could do it in any other way.
There's no other way.
So
I think we can, but we haven't figured out how yet.
Yeah.
We
yeah, we
tried,
need
it
a
doesn't
dedicated
work.
space. We need a dedicated studio space, I think.
Yeah, any artists that are watching right now, I think it looks to me like you guys relax a little with these pieces. I don't know how you are in your regular work,
Mm.
but when you draw for the show, I feel like you relax a little and just do it for yourself, and you
Yeah.
look like you're having fun. And I hope, I don't know, tell me, do you feel that? Like, is there less stress when it's not some client pushing you to do something?
It depends on the piece. I think season 2 we had there were a few very, very specific things that when we sat down to figure out like our ideas for season 3, like we felt like we kind of like tied people's hands, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I felt like we were very restrictive on what they can and couldn't do, or too specific or too vague on some of the prompts. So we wanted it to be open but very specific, where people can just kind of make up their own things, like have more room to explore this season, and also
Right.
have more time than like a week or two to.
Yeah.
So
I
that
hope
was
you
a
guys-
major difference to me, that I think was it.
Had fun with these. Oh, we have one more though, Haley.
Oh yeah.
She didn't make it to the show, but she did send us some of her art. Miss Haley Codling. Nate, do you want to share? Or you want me to share?
Yeah, I can share it.
Okay.
I'm gonna just download it though real quick.
And I will share her links. She didn't send a description though, did she?
No, she didn't.
I didn't see one, no.
We will start with she had a horrible migraine today. Which when you told me that, Gary, it made me wonder if that's why she drew this. Because I can see a
Oh,
migraine in
yeah.
it. But if that's so, that means either she's had it all week or she just drew it today. I can't wait to ask her when we talk to her again.
like, hey, how long did that take you to do that?
Yeah. I got a migraine. I drew it. I sent it in. Let me see.
Okay.
And I gotta say, okay, I get to peek in the folder like I've told you guys. I'm the only one that gets to peek, and they don't all put their names on their work. Sometimes they just throw it in there with just like the folder name.
Quit doing that.
Oh, my phone thinks I'm trying to voice talk to it. Sorry. And Haley's, it was the bottom half. The top half I can see her in it, but the bottom half clued me in. This is Haley's, and then I saw the top half. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I love
All right.
recognizing your works.
Well, especially this being the third season, you should definitely be able to identify most of us.
And that drink and draw, when she came up to give me a hug, I'm like, oh wait, we haven't met in person. That's true.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, you guys ready?
We are ready.
This is Haley's piece.
I'll be like that till like a year afterwards.
I really wanted to ask her about the
Ooh.
neck.
Yeah. It's just it's
Ooh.
haunting, like just the teeth and the.
Oh, teeth are always hard to. Hellraiser 2 was the movie that scared the crap out of me, and that chattering teeth, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a Haley piece.
Are you
Like
on
this-
Hellraiser?
Hellraiser 2 is the one that scared me. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Hellraiser 1, I didn't care about. Hellraiser 2, scarred for life. But yeah, when I see teeth like this, my mind goes right there.
The Chatterer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just like the only like human feature of it's almost like seeing like those fish with human teeth. It's like there's just it's just human enough that it's just like that's not natural. Like, that's...
But I love what that Deanna made that comparison because it does look like it's be unsettling. You're like, this thing is gonna take it. That's the kind of vibe I get from this thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's very unsettling.
It's that one piece that you can relate to, and you don't like it. That uncanny valley or whatever.
I like how oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I like how it's almost looking down upon me. Like
Yes.
higher class than me.
It does have that regal look in its eye.
Yeah.
Like
It's like you're scary. It's like you're like really
it's
regal.
kind of smug asshole. Like, dude, have you seen your head? You've been
I
cleaved
imagine this
in your
thing
face.
walking in very slowly, completely straight, just
Yeah.
scaring the crap out of you the whole way.
Yeah.
And see, doesn't it look like? Yeah, I can see a migraine in this. Like it looks like it's sliced. Its head.
It's like a Kraken hammerhead humanoid. Like,
wait a minute. Is Haley okay? Like, did this thing get her?
she goes, hold on, before you take me, let me paint you.
Somebody call Haley back.
And then she had him also.
Yeah, monsters, man, with cell phones
the
and
image
technology.
of
They got it so hard now with all these cell phones and technology they have to deal with, like staying incognito.
No, dude, I think if she drew this for this monster, he'd let her go. He'd be like, that's awesome. Thank you.
Like he was even like, oh my gosh, nobody's offered that before. That's why he was
Just let me
smiling.
pick
Like,
you.
give me your biggest smile.
Yeah.
He's like, that'll work.
Yes, this is nice and haunting. Oh,
Yeah, I love this.
It looks like the mouth is upside down.
a little bit.
Like the shape of it, yeah.
Like,
it
but
looks like that a
where the
little bit.
nose would be looks like the chin, and then the shape of the teeth kind of implies.
Oh, I
like,
see what you
she
mean. Yeah.
Drew it
Yeah.
upside down almost, which is like seems like we can't ask her what she was doing, but it seems like that would be a clever way to create
nice too.
Oh,
a creepy.
Isaac,
image.
you just made this creepier.
Yeah.
What's odd is that it
Yes,
Oh.
looks...
thanks for flipping it because I was thinking I want to see this upside down.
Wow.
I think she would be the one to like really play around with that,
Yeah.
like to flip her painting upside down.
I loved her brush strokes.
Yeah.
Her brush
Nice to
strokes are
see.
just magnificent. I love those damn things.
Yeah, like the highlights in the tentacles or whatever, just like
Yeah.
they're just brushed in so quickly, but they're placed so well. They stand out so well.
Yes.
Because I am anxious to hear her explain this.
Yeah.
Because like I want to know more about that neck and whatever's on the blades.
Hair or is it seaweed? I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. It's got that
Yeah,
whole octopus, like
Yeah, it
almost
seems
like,
like it's from
kraken,
the sea.
hammerhead shark kind of thing going.
Oh, is there a shark that kind of looks like that?
Yeah, there's a hammer or an eel, like, or well, not an eel, but those
Even a
the rays,
stingray,
like it's almost got like a
even, yeah.
ray mouth, like. No,
You know
it does seem
what?
like she's pulled some aquatic references here.
I love it when you guys explain your thoughts processes because you usually go a place that I don't see until you point it out, and I see it differently. I wonder if her not being here, we're just reading so many creepy things into this, we're making it worse.
Yeah, that's the great thing about being an artist. We can just make stuff up, and then like when you get like musicians that are just like, it's up to everybody's interpretation. It means it can mean whatever it means to everybody, and then they're like so
Yeah.
deep and profound and amazing. Yeah, no, it's a trick we know.
No, I love that perspective of it. Yeah.
Now, if I want you to know a very specific message, I'm probably gonna put it in a chat bubble, and it's probably gonna be like a poop joke or something.
I like that too.
I love it. Thank you, Haley, for sending artwork.
Get well too, dude.
Yeah, get well. We miss you.
Yeah, or else.
Or else.
Yeah, I know we live in a society where we're not worried about gender, blah, 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 but I miss my girl power on the show. Where's
No, I
my
mean,
lady
but
at?
it is something that we make a note of, like like we had like four women on the show, and and
Yeah,
like
we got about half
we
there
had
for a while.
almost a half and half, and that's just something that we just have to be aware of and strive to notice, and sometimes it works out. I mean,
Well, I do know on my list some of our old fogies from the other seasons are coming back, some of our ladies, but
yeah.
they're taking a little time off.
No, I think the outreach has been really cool. Like I said, like Gary and I were at game, talking at game, and we realized like we have there's a much bigger community of artists like that we've been palling around with for for a long time, and like we're meeting new people, and I mean now that it's only been really the first year since it's opened back up, and everybody has been comfortable with coming to events and stuff, and it's going to be really fascinating to see more like the wide range of artists that
Oh yeah,
they can do this.
Tonight, Kelly and Marco, thank you for joining us. Like
Absolutely.
every time somebody new joins the clique, I feel like you're going to outreach now and tell people about it. Maybe they're going to want to come on, and we're just going to get to see so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Let's cover-
Gary's I know I just wanted Gary might not come to that con that he told me to come to. But I had to make it up to him, so yeah.
Obligation, guilt trip.
But
That's
I
how we
enjoyed
do
it.
it.
I mean, I enjoyed seeing all the different versions of the Boogeyman. It's always like fun to see everyone get one subject and see how disturbed we can get,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
how cute we can get.
I know we've done both in the past, and I don't think I have a favorite. Sometimes everybody draws the same thing in their own style, and then sometimes we have a topic and everybody gets a different one.
Yeah.
And they both just turn out awesome.
The Baba Yaga was like Baba Yaga. We had a lot more of a solid lead to run on, and every single one of them was wildly different.
Yeah.
Completely
Dr.
different.
Bong, which was already a character that already had a look. We had to reimagine a character that already existed. Each one wildly different. It was
Yeah.
It's fun. I love seeing it. But now it is time to enter the plug zone where everybody I've been sharing, if you're watching or you come back later to watch on the Facebook chat, I am able to share links. So I have shared links while people were presenting to where you can find them. But now we're going to go back around and they're going to tell you a little bit about where you can find them, where you can find their work, what they're doing right now, whatever they feel like saying in their plug moment. So we will just go back through. Scott's already gone, but we talked about Body Creations Inc. Somebody's getting a free booger tattoo if you hurry. Nate, you make sure he shares a photo of that if he tattoos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
was just about
it's
to
in the
say
drive. It's in the drive. If he works on it more, but yeah. Oh, you mean the tattoo? Yeah, we'll
The
totally.
tattoo.
Dude,
No,
I'll
I
do a
wanna see
time
it.
lapse of it. I'll do a time lapse video of it. I'll strap a camera to his light and we'll.
Yes, I can't wait. But Cliff, you went next. So what can you plug? What are you up to?
Not a whole lot. My work can be found at my website. It's cgamblestudio.com. It's a little out of date, but I'm trying to update that. And then I can also be found on Instagram at Cliff_Gamble. And yeah, I usually just post stuff I'm experimenting with or sketches or whatever on there. So that's about it.
Awesome. Isaac, how about you? You just had a comic come out not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've put out 2 sci-fi comics this year. We Are Inside a Worm and Link Invalid. Working on a comic that I'm going to release soon. I'm just getting a little ahead on it before I start releasing a page a week. That one's going to be a sword and sorcery book.
Cool.
And I do that through IKE Comics, ikecomics.com or Instagram, YouTube.
Nice. Now, are you going to be at the convention next weekend?
I think
Massey's?
so. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have We're Inside a Worm with you there?
I should have a few left. Yeah.
Set one aside, okay.
Yeah.
Who is next? Let's see.
Me?
Marco.
Yeah.
Where can everybody find you at?
In my Instagram and my website, it's just Marco DeFilo, and I have a unique last name, so I can use it everywhere. So on Twitter it's just Marco DeFilo, and I haven't really done anything on Twitter, so that's why I don't say that much. But it's mostly on Instagram and then my website. But what I'm doing is, well, I do a lot. I'm coming out with a second. Well, this year I came out with a book with a writer called Lori Cartera. That's how, I don't want to butcher her last name, but a zombie post-apocalypse. Not a zombie post-apocalypse, because the way she describes it is a zombie genre with no actual zombies, except people can't die and they turn to these zombie-like people, and they're dealing with that aspect of life. We just finished the second, well, no, it's actually 3 days to go for the second Kickstarter for the second issue, and we did get funded for it. But if y'all want to go, it's the link's on my my Instagram, actually, on my bio. And soon I'll be announcing a second project. I've already announced it. It's just taking a while. It's another post-apocalypse with a guy that I've written with. His name is King Eddie, and it's a Hawaiian aspect of like, what if a hurricane came and after it left, it doesn't technically leave, it just surrounds the whole island and they're isolated. What happens to the people? And that aspect. And I'm actually trying to write my story that I've written before. I think Gary saw a sample page at Planet Comic Con about this sci-fi futuristic world with a bounty hunter and a girl with dragon wings. Yeah, I've been trying to keep myself busy.
Nice. Very nice. And what'd you say your Kickstarter was called?
Oh, it's Path to the Pale Rider.
All right. He said 2 more days. Get on there.
Yeah, 2 more days. And then the other one is called Malka, but that one hasn't launched yet. We're still, the writer wants to make sure everything is right before we do it.
That's smart. Smart. Gary, how about you?
Oh, well, you can find me at artistgarybedell.com or artistgarybedell on Instagram or Facebook. Make it very, very easy for you. I usually post a lot of more of my work just on Instagram and Facebook, but I've been really, really busy doing this stuff and some other things. So I get a little light on the posting, but I guarantee you I'll have a flood of work here soon.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly, where can everybody find you? What's up?
I hate this stuff.
If I remember correctly,
HateThisStuff.com.
you had some of the coolest social media handles when I got your
Well, I
information.
mean, yeah. Well, I'm on Twitter and Instagram mostly, I guess, and that's Treebeard. It's TREEB, 2 E's and a D, and not EA. And it's the same on Instagram, but with a Y at the end, because apparently somebody else already had Treebeard. And I have a website. It's Treebeard stuff, .com, but it doesn't really get updated very often. So, I mean, I've been doing these Addams Family drawings this month, and I'm putting those up as I go.
Yeah.
I probably won't touch it again until next October. So, and I draw comics. I have a bunch of comics that just came out, are out, coming out. I don't know, ask your comic shop to get them.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at this plug-in stuff thing.
What are the names of some of them out right now?
We have a series, issue 2 comes out in a couple weeks, I think. It's called The Life and Death of the Brave Captain Suave, or Suave. I don't know if we ever landed on how you actually say it, but it's like a modern retelling of Don Quixote, and it's a homeless guy who thinks, the fantasy for him is that he's a golden age superhero, and but it's like it gets pretty deep, I guess, at certain points. He's got a sidekick who he imagines is this like little kid, Robin type character, but in reality he's like this junkie that he just kind of drags along, and then their stories get intertwined, and you start getting the backstory on everybody and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not happy, but whatever.
Sounds intriguing. I don't know. I'm a comic book.
Yeah, I know. Like that sounds really cool.
I mean, you can Google Kelly Williams like comic artist, and it'll give you just walls of content of everything that he's done, and like he's easy to find. His work is everywhere. Like, it's
okay. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not.
I mean, I just did it just to make sure. Like, I'm more than willing to share my screen. I just did just to be sure.
I don't think so, but I always feel weird. So, what's the difference, really?
All right, then lastly was Haley. You can find her on Instagram at science_stash, and society6.com/cyanraw. And I shared the links in Facebook, and you will see her on a future episode when she feels better. Beyond that, please check out our sponsors, cleverkaiju.com, playcogames.com, visioncon.net, and tremendicon.com. All fun things to do and check out. We have, on Facebook, we have the Pen Clique group. Do you have an idea of what the Boogeyman looks like? Jump in the group and show us your pictures. We would love to see your art too, or even its description. If anybody checked out, Nate went around Game Expo and had some people tell him what they thought the boogeyman looked like, and it is a hilarious 2-minute video that I truly enjoyed watching.
That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun. If you're an artist, jump on the Discord, join the community, join the fun. Coming up next month is a very short month because Thanksgiving falls on our regular in last Thursday night, and we're all gonna be fat and asleep on the couch, so we're not coming.
Yeah.
So Thursday, November 17th.
Okay.
Will be our next Pen Clique at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. And we are doing food as insects. I think we need a little clarification on what we're asking for here. Because I know when I joined your guys' discussion, when you come up with it, we talked about maybe doing foods other people love that you hate, but we're going to ruin it for everybody.
Are we just
Like
gonna
Yeah.
take food and
casserole.
make insects out of food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
insect-like creatures, essentially. Like say if you love German, no, I'm not saying German chocolate cake. I love German chocolate cake.
Yeah, don't ruin
I'm
that.
gonna say, like-
You don't say that. You just,
Yeah, I know. I love German chocolate cake, but say like pie. Then like we'd make a pie.
I'm gonna leave.
No, you're already
Mince
here,
meat
baby.
pie.
No, you're not.
Mincemeat pie. That make a nasty bug.
I might like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna take food and turn it into insects, right?
Yeah.
Creepy crawly food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crowley food. So, if you guys have an idea out there, jump on one of the pages, share some ideas. Maybe one of these guys will pick it up. Be like, I want to draw that, or I want to ruin that food. You don't know. You don't know. But any last thoughts from anybody about tonight?
No.
I had a lot of fun. It was wild.
Yeah, thanks for
October's my
inviting me. It was
favorite.
fun.
Again, we appreciate you. We have
Yes.
yeah, this is episode 2 of season 3. It's really impressive. I don't know. I think it's just really cool.
It's getting more and more fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me join the ride, guys.
Yeah.
You make me want to draw, but I'm not gonna.
You can. And then you'll surpass us, and then you'll be too good for us. And as if we don't already can't afford you enough as it is.
Yeah, real expensive. There's actually another con coming to Springfield, and Mike's like, "Why haven't you volunteered for that yet?" I don't know.
I think that was a jab.
Probably
Why haven't you risked life and limb for yet another con?
will. Dude, they get Jensen Ackles there. I am #1 volunteer.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That's my big request on all my cons. I'm like, can I interview him yet? Yeah. Oh wait, we're all nonprofit cons? Oh, never mind.
Oh.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. All you artists, thank you for people watching now, watching later. And we look very forward to seeing you next month, November 17th. Till then, see you guys later.
Goodbye.